In 2012-13 and 2013-14, Liverpool Women won the WSL, losing only 4 games over that entire 2-year period. But now, Liverpool Women find themselves 11th out of 12 teams in the WSL with no wins on the board in 7 games. What's gone so wrong? It's been a downward spiral for Liverpool ever since Matt Beard's leadership ended, and it's a stark contrast to the history of the men's Liverpool Football Club, which has a storied history not just in England, but also in Europe. I think it's time to take charge of Liverpool Women and deliver some success once more. Right, here we are then. We are now the manager of Liverpool Women, and it's time to see what we've got to work with. We are predicted to finish 8th, but as we know, Liverpool aren't quite doing that well in real life. Right, we have a lot of inbox messages, which I will clear up in a little bit. This is our squad. You may remember or know of some of these names, especially if you are wise, that's the wrong word, if you are in touch with the women's side of the game. We have Sophie Roman Hogg, who I believe, from my Arsenal beta save, is very good, and you can see it in her value and her statistics. She is our star player, and it is someone we're definitely going to have to build around. We've got some players wanted, whether that be via loan or just via loan. BFC want Cornelia Capox on transfer. I'm not going to get the pronunciation of everything right, you just have to bear with me. But as you can see, leading WSL2, leading WSL2, leading WSL2, 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 although I think she looks better than that is indicated. Leading WSL, that's much better. It just hadn't updated when I looked at it. And she's 24 years old. Excellent player. Marie, another player we're going to build around. Another good WSL player. Looks like we've got a decent central midfield, which is always good. Fisk looks good as well. One of our criteria on the objectives page is to be very solid defensively. Looks like we've got a solid defense here, although Gemma Bonnet is 34 years old, so we're going to need backups there, but a lot of these players are leading WSL2 rather than WSL players. So we're going to have to look into updating that, and in terms of the finances we have for that, we have 1.34 thousand wage per week available and 200,000 in transfer budget available. Not too much to work with, but we can do something. So I'm going to come back when I've made some transfers and we're ready to kick off our season, because we have some pre-season to go through first, and I have a lot of buttons to click and a lot of messages to abide by. So I'll see you we kick off in the Merseyside Derby, I forgot about that. I'll see you in the Merseyside Derby. Okay, I'm going to be honest. It's been a frustrating transfer window. It is now closed, so we can't do any more business, but because, money doesn't fly around in the women's game, most transfers are done via free transfers, even for the top players. When you look at, a few years ago, the saga of Alessia Russa leaving Manchester United to join Arsenal, that was a free transfer. Big transfers and big money don't tend to change hands, so we're kind of in a holding pattern. There are plenty of contracts that expire in America at the turn of the year in game, and then at the end of this year, there's certain contracts like Wrighton, I think Niamh Charles at Chelsea as well, and people like that. They then have their contracts up, and that's when you start to pull in bigger, better players. But at the moment, we're stuck in a bit of a rut, so we have to see what happens. I think at the end of the first season in my beta save, Bunny Shaw ended up being without a contract at Manchester City, and she was on a free transfer, so it happens. But we have signed Marie Bratberg Lund, who is a left back who can play all the way up the left except for right out on the wing. She's got good stats, although she is a more attacking option. I think she's good, and she's coming for 95k from Benfica. We've let Neve McDonald go on loan, but that's it. That's all that's happened. So, not too much to go absolutely nuts about. I've got a bit of fiddling to do because we are in a little bit of a crisis when it comes to goalkeepers, because as you can tell, I've got two of them that are injured. So I'm playing my third choice goalkeeper at the moment and having to fill with this random goalkeeper who, well, obviously isn't very good, but hey, she makes up the numbers. We are looking to start off well. I'm still slowly learning the squad, so you'll have to bear with me on that. This is a quick pick thing that this is done. I definitely want Brat Berglund in for, I think, that Olsen. Olsen doesn't look... She looks okay, but she doesn't look crazy. Kurt, I mean, whenever I see S. Kurt, I think of Sam Kurt. It's not Samantha Kurt. Samantha Kerr's going to be a part across the season. Jenna Clark. She's okay to be on there. Enderby is okay to be on there. Holland. Yes, we want her on there. Woodham. Yeah, what's Parry like? Yeah, no, 2 stars of current ability. We don't want her there. These are unregistered, so there's not much we can do. I probably have to put them... Can we do that? And then I have to see them. Olsen... I'll be honest, we've got Shimizu on loan from Manchester City. I don't think we're going to use Shimizu all that much. I'd be surprised, I'll put it that way. Kirsty McLean. Silcock doesn't look particularly fit. Do we have another... I can't really have 2 left backs. Let's put Shimizu on for Woodham. And then... I don't know, guys. We have Clark, right? So I think we put Olsen on for Silcock. And I think that is a suitable team. Right. This... I've selected 5 substitutes outside the match squad. I don't think I have. Right, this is a team to face Everton in the Merseyside derby. It is at home, and we will see what we get up to here. We've had a decent pre-season. I don't think we lost in pre-season, if I remember rightly. So, this is right. It's a risk playing Capox, but she did get a little knock. Oh, I forgot to delegate this. I forgot to delegate this. I'll sort that out for next time. Right. Liverpool versus Everton. Always quite the occasion. We would love to hit the ground running. That is for sure. Let's see what we can get done here then. Collapse it. There we go. So, Everton starting off strong here from the kickoff. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Let's get a grip on the game. When I see F. Kirby, I can think Frank Kirby as well. It's terrible. Anyway, Nagano finds Hobinger. Bernabe. He finds Kiernan on the left-hand side. There's a bit of a glitch in the graphics there. Hobinger has given it away to Schnoach. Not great. But we've won it back here. Kiernan on the left again. Finds Hobinger, gives it back to Kiernan and lots of space. Kiernan can now get into the area. Kiernan shoots. Saved by the Everton goalkeeper. I don't know what's going on with the graphics there, but it's really bugging me. Anyway, that's our first shot on target. Everton coming forward, but Fisk picks that one up. Finds Bonner. Bonner onto Lundgaard, who finds Fisk again. Fisk running down the right-hand side. This is what I want to see. Can she find a crossing? Nope, she'll go back to Bonner. Bonner finding space. Lundgaard into the area, finds Rotman Hawk. Back to Hobinger. Hobinger shoots! Oh, she's hit the bar. Oh my lord, we're starting to rattle this Everton team, and it's nice to see. But they are back in possession. And that's the end of the highlight. Can't complain so far. We want to make our home ground a fortress, really. because when those big teams come here, we want to make life very difficult for them. That's for sure. Coming forward again with Kiernan. Finds Roman Hawk. Lundgaard out to Fisk on the right-hand side. Back to Lundgaard. Capox. Hobinger. And then Kiernan will find space on the left-hand side. Back to Hobinger again. Lundgaard on the edge of the area. Back to Bonner. Good possession football. Fisk out on the right-hand side. Looking for space. Fisk in the area. Shoots into the side netting. We're playing nice possession passing-based football. I'm not against it. Hobinger and Lundgaard are having a very good game in that central midfield, which is nice to see. In the early games, I believe Chelsea beat Manchester City something like 3-0. And I think Arsenal beat London City Lionesses 3-1. Because this follows the same fixture schedule as the actual WSL this season, because it's licensed, it's much easier to know what fixtures are what and when they are, which is quite nice. But Everton in possession here in their own half. Bringing it forward with Payne and Momiki. But that is tackled by Hobinger. We win back possession, and Kiernan now has some room to do something. Great pass from Rin, finds Roman Hawk, and that is a save by the Everton goalkeeper. That was a lovely pass by Kiernan. We are really knocking on the door here, but it's a bit of a shame we have not made these chances count, because that is pretty key, and Capox is injured once again. I fear that Capox is not going to make much of a difference to our season, unfortunately. I think we'll put Kiernan out on the right and bring on Holland. We could bring on Brad Berglund. No. Let's bring on Holland. I said bring on Holland. There we go. Do you want to stick to a winger role for Holland here? Yeah, and then let's make Kiernan a wide forward on that side. Okay. Just noticing that there's small injuries for Everton's entire left-hand side of their field, which is a bit interesting. Will we see a highlight before half-time here? Looks like not, but we have been on top in this match. And to be honest, we should be ahead in the match. We just haven't really taken our chances, which is always a worry, because after half-time everything can change. Kiernan coming on the right-hand side. And that is not going to be a highlight. So, it's a little bit bogged down at the moment. We're struggling to get Roman Hawk into the game, and I'm wondering if that's due to a issue with her, not position, but how I've taught her to play, basically. So, Holland. On the left-hand side, can she find a ball in? She'll find Hobinger, who finds Lundgaard, who finds Hobinger on the edge of the area, shoots over the bar. I think we're so on top, it's a little bit disappointing that we haven't found any joy yet. This highlight is continuing, though, with the Everton goal kick. They're passing it around nicely. Can we win possession back? Got to close them down, and Hobinger does, and she does win it back. Gives it back to Holland. Holland, looking for something to do. Lundgaard now, finding Fisk on the right-hand side in space. Fisk going through. Fisk finding Kiernan. In the box now. Kiernan gives it back to Fisk, but they lose out. And it's a long clearance from Everton. Back to Hobinger, though. Hobinger, long ball out to Kiernan. Kiernan crosses in. And the keeper collects that before Roman Hawk can get on the end of it. We're so dominant, we just need to make it count. We really do. Bernabe now, Hobinger, Holland, bringing it forward with pace. Holland all the way into the area, and it's straight at the keeper. Hi. Right, we're going to do that, and we're going to up the tempo, and we're going to progress through the flanks, and then the crosses are going to be low crosses. And see if that makes a bit of a difference to our play here, because we are so on top and we deserve to lead this. Holland coming forward again. Loses out to Payne. pain, everything that is this match at the moment, because I've got a worried feeling about it and I don't like it. But Holland's won the ball back here, back to Roman Hawk. Finds Bernabe and Hobinger and back to Holland. Holland is doing very well since having come on. It's Holland again on the left-hand side. Can she find something? Finds Hobinger again, who gives a loose pass. But we're now back in possession again. Lundgaard, Fisk, Kiernan. Kiernan on the right-hand side, finding some space. Kiernan saved by the Everton goalkeeper. How many more chances can we have before we score? Like, we've been so dominant. I'm disappointed in Roman Hawk so far as well. Do I have an option? I have Enderby, but probably not the best option. We've got Olsen. Also hoping I can play up front, which is interesting. I'm tempted to do that. I'm very tempted to do that. And play as a false 9. I know there's stuff going on in the background, I'm fully aware. I don't really want her to play as a false 9 though. Where is Kerr? I want to bring Kerr on and play her there as well. And see what that does. I don't know if it's a lack of us getting Roman Hawk into the game or whether it's Roman Hawk just being poor. That's something I'll have to look at individual stats at. But it's Everton with a corner now. Crossed in. It's punched away. Bernabe heads away again, finds Kiernan. Kiernan all on our own against, goodness knows, 7 Everton players. Can she do anything here? Kiernan, she's waiting for backup. Crosses it. God, it hits the post. Holland. Now out to Nagano. Holland again. Struggling to find space. Bernabe. Kerr. Back to Bernabe. Back to Holland and finds Kerr. Great passing movement. Holland and Kerr playing their own game. Finds Hobinger. And Hobinger was offside. Oh, we are not going to win this match, are we? And it's going to be an unbelievably huge disappointment because we've definitely been on top. Fisk should probably come off for Shimazu. Can we just find that one chance? We've had 19 shots, 10 of which were on target, and we have not scored. Oh boy. We can't be dominating a match like that and not win it. Okay, yeah, the Everton goalkeeper has had a blinder, don't get me wrong, but we should have won that match. That's a disappointment. It's a good display, and it's promising. But man, that's disappointing. We should have won it. Anyway, that is the first match of our season. That is possibly the dullest Merseyside derby you're going to see. And I will be back for the next big installment of this video. We will, this series, we will chop through it quite quickly. This isn't going to be a long-term series. It's just a cool little series, and I wanted to make sure that we have some sort of women's football on the channel because I really, really do enjoy it. And this will run alongside part-time to all-time for a little while. And then after that, we can do something else because I do have other ideas in the pipeline. I was going to do a WSL2 save, but what I was going to do hasn't worked out because there's a bug that was really impacting it. So I've decided not to do that because if you start that sort of save and it goes boo-boo in the middle of it, then it becomes a bit of a trash thing to just have to drop it in the middle of a save, and I don't want to do that. So we'll wait for the bugs to be fixed and then maybe move to that. But thank you very much for watching the video. If you've liked it, give it a like, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell icon if you're looking forward to more of these videos, more women's football in Football Manager, and I promise it will be coming at you every single week. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.